Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, it's another day. It's 2:49 p.m. It's the 9th. It's March. It's 2025. Today, the hour changed. It went an hour backwards. Or, I mean, not an hour backwards. It went an hour forward. It went 1 hour forward. So, instead of it being at 1:51 p.m., it's 2:51 p.m. here at Pacific time. All right, y'all. So let's begin. It's Trump and Elon Musk's Doge fined 333 million in federal loans to 110-year-olds. The Small Business Administration (SBA) approved 3,095 loans totaling 330 million for borrowers listed 50 years or older in Social Security debate 2020 and 2021, according to a post on Elon Musk's Doge official X account today. One of them, officially 157-year-old, received $36,000. The Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) called the records of a federal scam. In the same period, the SBA granted 5,593 loans worth $312 million to businesses owned by children aged 11 or younger. While some legal business arrangements could make this possible, all 5,593 cases had one thing in common. Each loan application used a Social Security number that did not match the name on file. Seniors face full benefit cuts as Social Security rises by its policy. The Social Security Administration (SSA) is reinstating full benefits cuts for seniors who were previously overpaid, reversing the Biden-era policy that reduced clawbacks to 10% of their monthly cuts. The agency aims to recover $7 billion over the next decade. We have the significant responsibility to be good stewards of the fund of the American people, said Leland Dudek, SSA's acting commissioner. It is our duty to revoke overpayment back to full withholding. Under Biden's administration, SSA limited overpayment recovery 10% of a person's Social Security check to prevent seniors from losing their entire income at once. The new policy, to start in 27, means recipients who received excess payments, often due to SSA errors, could see their monthly benefits reduced to zero. Former Social Security Commissioner Martin O'Malley warned that cutting SSA staff increases the risk of these errors and making it harder to fix them. This return to the 100% interruption and clawback of a beneficiary's monthly payments will inflict dire financial hardship on greater numbers of innocent seniors who depend entirely on their monthly Social Security benefit to survive, he said. The SSA recovered $4.9 billion in overpayments last year, with another $10.3 billion scheduled for repayment. While the commissioner can waive repayment if the beneficiary wasn't at fault and collecting would be against equity and good conscience, the total waiver in 2020 amounted to just $302 million. The Supplement Security Income (SSI) program, which supports individuals, will keep the 10% recovery rate, while all the other beneficiaries will face the return of full clawbacks. Trump accuses Biden's government of massive fraud. Labor unions fight back. Trump claims Doge has uncovered fake government contracts worth hundreds of billions of dollars. The whole thing is a scam, he said. Elon's agency is now investigating what he calls shocking levels levels of fraud and incompetence in federal financial programs. Meanwhile, labor unions are suing the SSA to block Doge from accessing Social Security data. The lawsuit filed in a Maryland federal court by Democracy Forward seeks an emergency order to prevent Elon's team from viewing the personal data of millions of Americans. A disregard for our careful privacy systems and processes now threatens the security of the data SSA houses about millions of Americans, wrote Tiffany Flick, a former senior SSA official, in her affidavit. Lawyer Jones, representing unions and a retiree group, said essentially what you have is Doge just swooping in and bullying their way into access to Americans' private data. They cannot explain why they want this data. They can't really tell you what data they want. They just want everything. They want the source code and they want to do it without any restrictions. The SSA did not respond to requests for comment. The lawsuit is the latest in a series of legal battles against Doge, which has been hit with nearly 2,000 lawsuits over its cost-cutting efforts. Judges have raised concerns of the lack of transparency surrounding its operations, but not all courts have ruled against the agency. On Friday, a federal judge in Washington refused to block Doge employees from accessing Treasury systems containing sensitive personal data for millions of people. U.S. District Judge Colleen Collar-Catelli did acknowledge privacy concerns about that work. Doge is still limited by a different court order in New York. The agreement between the Office of Personal Management (OPM) and the IRS allows a Doge employee, Gavin Klinger, to access IRS systems but bars him from retrieving taxpayers' personal information. The Trump administration is moving forward with widespread job cuts across government agencies, including SSA, as was shared by Elon himself on X. More than 10% of the Social Security workforce faces layoffs, and dozens of SSA offices could be shut down nationwide, said Doge's X. The administration claims these cuts are necessary to reduce waste and fraud, while critics argue that eliminating staff makes it harder to detect errors, the same kind that led to $333 million in fraudulent loans. Cryptopolitan Academy coming soon, a new way to earn passive income deadline in 5. Anyways, that's just a quick sidetrack. Again, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram, the Studio 11. Follow me on X, the Studio 2020. Twitter, the Studio 2020. For those of you who don't know, it used to be Barcelona 2051. Anyways, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And obviously, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.